So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am broadcasting to you live from the 720S. This is the first time I've actually been in a kind of active version of this car. Every other car I've seen has been at Geneva and the like, totally stationary. And this is the first time I've been in an active one. So I'm going to take you for a little spin. Unfortunately, I'm a complete burk, so I've forgotten the mount thing to stick the camera to the windscreen. So I'm going to go on a drive, actually enjoy it, and then I'm going to give you some impressions. And I'm also going to go through what spec I've ordered, because spec is quite important. I'm going to give some impressions at the end, go around the car, give you an idea of the spec, and yeah, basically go have some fun. And then I'm going to go to Goodwood and do a little garage update for everyone. But first impressions in here. It's been a while since I've been in the 720S, but rah, I absolutely love this thing. I'm so buzzing. Mine arrives in a few weeks, and yeah, super excited. So let's go for a little spin. I'm also here with Baron von Grumble, who is over there somewhere, swearing about the fact he has got a full memory card. We were just about to set off, but he is in the 540C next to me, and his task will be to keep up with me, which shouldn't be too much issue because I'm pretty useless at driving. Where is he? Hurry up, mate. Also, RS, I'm leaving behind. Ironically, this car is what is going to be replacing the RS, so it's quite exciting to drive them back to back. I'll be driving the RS to Goodwood and say hello to everyone, but for now it's 720S time, and it's my first drive. Here he is, returning triumphant. Mr. Von Grumble is also going to be filming a video with the 540C, so that will be up probably a lot sooner than my video will be, because I'm useless at uploading. But yeah, I think he's ready, so let's go. Bye RS, mate. See you later. So I have returned in one piece with the 720S. I've just been for a little boot around the countryside, a spirited drive as I think they call it, with Chris here. Say hello, Chris.
Hello.
Please do not say or oh, whoops. Okay. So he's been in the 540C, I've been in the 720S. We've been doing a lap of around Chichester area. And first impressions of this car, having just been in the GT3 RS earlier as well, so it's nice to drive them back to back. This thing is absolute, I'm struggling not to swear. This thing is ridiculous. I will go through in more depth exactly what I think of it, but bloody hell. Anyone that's reviewed this car and said it's boring, needs their bumps read, or maybe they're in a wrong car, because it's quite frankly the most terrifying, exciting thing I've ever driven. It is quick beyond words. I don't think I've ever been in anything that feels the same as that car. It is stupid, and I know it's a really silly thing to say, saying it's really fast, but believe you me, it is bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. It feels another step up even from the F12, which I used to have an accident in my pants daily in, and that is another step up. But anyway, let's go and take a look at the car, and I'll go through also what spec I have ordered, because mine arrives imminently. Okay, so on this press car that I've been driving today, we have this lovely orange metallic finish. I've forgotten the name of it actually, which is pretty useless. Viewers, apologies. But I can reveal that my spec. So some of you, well, we'll give a little bit of background first, and I'll wander around the car and show you some shots. But some of you will remember that when McLaren announced this car, there was a set number of cars, I think it was 400 launch cars that were going to be announced and made, and they were in kind of what I like to call set menu type spec. So you could not choose the spec. They were fixed specs. There was luxury and performance as far as I'm aware, and they came in a number of different options. My car, I can reveal for the first time ever, is going to be a luxury spec. So it shares some elements of this car here that we're looking at, but it is fundamentally quite different, and I might need to go to another car that's parked nearby to show you exactly what I mean about some of it. But anyway, let's take a little look around this one, and I will explain what my car has and hasn't got compared to this car, and hopefully you guys can get an idea of what it's going to look like. Delivery I'm expecting very soon. McLaren are literally building it as we speak, I hope. So yeah, let's go and take a look. First things first, the paint, as I mentioned, my car is going to be, drum roll, That's a little drumstick. Glacier white. So I've been very complimentary on social media about the press cars that I've seen in Glacier white. I think for this car, Glacier white is the best colour. I might be being slightly biased there. I do like this colour, but Glacier white is definitely the vibe. So my car is going to be Glacier white. There we go, world exclusive. In terms of exterior carbon, like this Jazz here, this car doesn't have it. My car is going to be exactly the same as this. There is no carbon in there. There is no carbon around the front there. This car actually has carbon vents, but my car won't have that. There is no exterior carbon on my car. It is a Lux spec. It is not a track spec. And I will come on to exactly what that means about the price of the car, because it makes a big difference, and to be honest with you, it's almost a deal breaker for me. But anyway, let's have a little look around. So inside we've got carbon and Alcantara everywhere. We have bucket seats. Mine is not going to be sorry, I keep coughing. I think I might be on the verge of death. More on that another time. So this is very track focused, this car. We've got the carbon and Alcantara steering wheel, lovely. And then we've got bucket seats. Mine will have the more kind of luxurious seats in it, so it won't have the buckets, which I actually almost prefer. And a lot of the carbon you see here, mine won't have that, but it will have this exposed carbon bit, I believe, here as well. And in terms of the exposed carbon on the cage, mine will have that. The monocage too. I don't know if you can see that. Mine will have that. The interior colour coordination for mine is not going to be as potty as this one. It will be black and grey. So very kind of sneaky, very subtle. I am excited. I'm trying to think of what else, to be honest. Oh yeah, also in the performance spec, goodness me, I'm so sorry. In the performance versions of this car, the Gorilla Glass roof, which I absolutely love, and I think this is one of my favourite features of the car. As you can see, it's part of the door and part of the roof. Gives you that kind of 360 visibility. Mine has that. The performance versions don't. So mine will have the 360 visibility inside with the Gorilla Glass on the roof, which I'm very excited about. In terms of wheels, so this has the kind of the more track focused 10 spokes. Is it 10 spokes? Who knows? I can't count. But my car will not have these wheels. They will have a different wheel. They will have the 5 spokes. I'm going to go and find a car now and show you the wheels that it will have. Walk with me. Let's go find another one, because there are other... Hi Chris.
Hi.
How you doing, mate?
I'm alright.
Excellent. Are you enjoying my review?
It's fantastic, mate, honestly.
Cheers, mate. Give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, blah blah blah. Cheers, mate. Okay. There are other McLarens here, as you may imagine. So we have another car here in blue, very nice. But these will be the design of my wheels. So they're going to come in silver, I think, but I'm going to fettle with them and potentially change the finish on them. There will be some modifications done to my car. I'm not going to chaff it up, but I will do a couple of tiny subtle bits and bobs with it. But those are going to be the wheel design that I get. Calipers wise, go on, let's go back over to the orange car again. Don't know what Chris is doing. Going for another drive. He absolutely loves this thing. 540C, he's obsessed with it. Anyway, so yeah, back to this one. Actually, let's go and talk about this blue one. So yeah, caliper wise on my one. Shut up! So caliper wise on my one, I'm not going to have brightly coloured ones. I think they're going to be silver or black. I can't remember, and that sounds absolutely useless of me. But they are going to be sneaky. So the kind of theme of my car is going to be a monochrome vibe. So very different to the RS that I'm coming from. And yes, this is going to go, as soon as the 720S arrives, this thing is going to go in the sea, okay? In terms of which car I prefer, you let me know in the comments which one you would prefer. They're both very different. But I would say, without a doubt, this thing is absolute lunacy. Although it must be said, spec like this, that's probably about 270k maybe. And that list price, as we all know, is probably about 140, 150. So they're not comparable per se. But I would say retail kind of market price of that now is about 210, 220. And base price of this is about 210, 220. So you can kind of chuck them together to an extent. But it is a little unfair. But this thing's it's just not comparable whatsoever. It rides like a Bentley pretty much in comfort mode, and then when you put it in track mode, it's probably the stupidest thing I've ever been in. As I touched on earlier, I don't have a word for how fast it is. I was almost stressed driving around. It was actually a stressful ordeal how fast it actually is. and I am concerned I'm going to get myself in a lot of trouble with my one. But yeah, comfort mode, great. Sport mode, which is kind of normal mode if you like. Very, very responsive. Brakes have a lot of depth, a lot of feel to them. Turn-in is on point, and basically it just does everything really, really, really well. Hope it doesn't fall apart. So in here we have the familiar dash. This spins around when you press the button. I found driving around in the roads that it was actually quite useful to have all the information up on the screen. But there's a kind of a sea of Alcantara in here. Mine will also have very, very important Bowers and Wilkins stereo in it as well. I'm really into my music, as a lot of you will know on my social media, and I've got the nice speakers on mine. The Alcantara in here will be leather in mine, and there will not be any of this carbon jazz in here. I've gone for quite a cheap spec, you might say, but that is what I was most comfortable with, because you can easily spend 40-50 grand on options, and that is not something I was willing to do. But high five, as far as I was concerned, was an essential. Parking sensors and cameras and stuff on this new Iris system, I believe. Oh, someone's had it in track mode. Not me, Your Honour, I promise. I'm going to park up and head to Goodwood now anyway. I'm going to take the GT3 RS, because I don't think McLaren will let me drive around in this anymore. I've done well not bidding into a hedge, and I think they're going to quit whilst they're ahead. But do let me know, do you think I'm making the right decision getting rid of the GT3 RS? Should I ever get rid of this car? I love it, but let me know, let me know, let me know. Rah. ST vibes. Right, enough faffing around. Let's go to Goodwood and see what's going on. I'll do a little garage update as well. Why not roll it into one video? I can't be bothered to milk it into two. Ah! Here we go. Back in the RS. Nice and tidy. Let's get that. It is good to be back in this thing. Oh yeah. We don't need this. Let's be honest. So I'm at Goodwood. I'm inside. I'm in the McLaren paddock VIP vibe, and we've got the 570S Spider here. So let's go and take a little look at it, because I really, really like this car. So this is one of the press cars. Very, very nice spec. New wheels and a tan interior. There you go. Proof that it is indeed a 570S Spider. I like these a lot. I think I'd definitely have one of these over a coupe. And I may well be bullying JE into getting one of these, because he wants a convertible. Let me know what you think. Very nice. But we also have the yellow one here as well. Very, very nice in this colour. Let's have a little look inside anyway, see what's going on. So full Alcantara in here. Bucket seats, a more race type spec. Black wheels, sneaky calipers, which I like. And the stealth pack as well, with all the black bits on and black exhaust. 570S Spider looks very, very nice indeed. Let me know in the comments if you think my twin should get one of these. I think he probably should. Anyway, I've got a dash. I was going to do a full update. All the cars I have on order and when they're supposed to be turning up, but I'll save you guys the effort. I have the 720S coming in the next few weeks, which I've mentioned earlier. The Aventador S is coming in September. Huracan Performante by the end of the year, and Ferrari 812 is going to come in spring next year as well, with any luck. And also there is a new daily that is arriving, and that will be arriving in August time. So the Mini Cooper Works will be replaced in around August, so lots of cars to come. I was going to do a proper walk around of all the different cars, but it's so busy around. I'd rather keep it short and sweet. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see some more content and my cars to come, especially the 720S that comes very, very soon, because there'll be lots of videos with that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you again soon. Bye.